say thank you to the council and thank you to the community for listening to me. This is my first time at a city council meeting, so I'm a little nervous, so forgive me. I put some notes on my phone because there were some things I want to address that I don't want to forget. So first and foremost, my name is Candice Cowen, and I'm a Tampa native with roots in Carver City. So today I'm here in partnership with Habitat for Humanity to speak as not only a homeowner, but also an advocate for the face of that 80% demographic you hear them speak about. Personally, I'm affected, just like my community, by gentrification and the need for affordable housing. But also, I am a living example of the real life effects that affordable housing has on families. Recently, I read that Central Florida is one of the worst ranking in the nation for affordable housing. And speaking to quantitative data, I read a report where it stated that Tampa Bay only has 21 affordable or available rentals for every 100 extremely low-income renters. So I believe Florida minimum wage is $8.46, but looking at data from an apartment listing online, it shows that the average two-bedroom cost is $1,259. So I say this to kind of give a temperament to the market that I was looking at as a renter. So as a single mom of 4 kids, 2 girls and 2 boys, I was forced to live in unsafe, cramped quarters because that was really all I had available to me. That's all I could afford with the market rent at the time. So for the 2-bedroom, 2-bath home that I had, I was paying about $1,100 at the time. So, of course, with the minimum wage as what it was, not being able to afford it too much, I started doing some research to bring to a point of promotion. I didn't know what was available to me, what programs were out there, but I heard about Habitat. So I did some research and applied to be a homeowner candidate with Habitat, and ultimately I became a homeowner. So the experience itself changed my life. During the application process, I was educated in different aspects of home ownership. Like Tina stated, they talked to different things such as, estate, what goes all into the purchasing power, infills, and different things that has to do with home ownership, landscaping, just everything. And that was very key to it. I also was exposed to the underlying foundation and key pieces that make up what it takes to make homes affordable. So not only did I go in as a homeowner candidate, but I asked questions because I was very curious about the process, about the program, and why it's not readily available to more people. So I was able to see how much we should look for a lot. What does it take to be a lot? A good lot, for a potential home to be built there. Nonetheless, after my experience with Habitat, my life changed. I'm now a homeowner of a 5-bedroom, 2-bath home that would otherwise be unattainable. So subsequently, I became financially empowered by becoming a homeowner and being able to have a zero-interest affordable mortgage of approximately $750. So where can you get that, right? So my lot was an infill lot. So some people think when it's Habitat that it may be architecturally kind of out of place, but that couldn't be further from the truth. I'm an infill lot, so there was an existing community. Me and my community, we blend well. It's wonderful, and I love it. So I have a lot of pride in that. So what goes along with that? So not only now am I financially literate, I have, I'm empowered with that home ownership. I have equity in my home. Being able to have that additional income available to me, I was able to pay for school and go back to school. So actually, I graduated just this past May and was able to get my degree. Thank you. And then by being in close proximity of good jobs, I was able to solidify an awesome job and a great career with great pay. So now I have an awesome job. I'm a professional banker and actually work from home, so that's even better. So nonetheless, so what do I do with this income, right? So before I was restricted in my income. Now I have an opportunity through home ownership to do better. Well, that income is then injected into local businesses and organizations, such as other nonprofits like TBYFL. I have, again, 2 girls, 2 boys, and I have 2 of which are a cheerleader and football player for TBYFL, which is a nonprofit, and also another onward cheerleader who does their own athletics and collegiate through that. So I take my kids to Busch Gardens, which is within my neighborhood, and it just goes to show how that revenue is generated from my income that was able to become beneficial from home ownership. So furthermore, I think my experience with Habitat imprinted a love for community and the importance that we all play in it. So Habitat actually recognized that I had this desire and this wanting to do more. So they actually even further supported me. So Habitat itself, like they said before, they're homegrown. So they care about those that are within their community. They see us as more than homeowner candidates. We're more like family. So they help us even after we have attained our home. If we have any questions, we can call them. The contractors, they've come out to help me change my locks. Like, it's just a big family. So they saw that I had a grit to me, that I wanted to know more. They actually put a love for community and real estate in my heart. So they actually put me through a program called CRED, which is Community Real Estate Development Program, which they helped me with getting in that. From that, I'm now educated. I possess the education, rather, and the understanding of the influences of different regulations and the impact of legislation on the ability to provide affordable housing. Like the gentleman said before, thinking about those RFPs, I could understand that. Thinking about density bonuses and what it means as a homeowner with 4 kids needing more room and more building power, I can actually see it in a different aspect now. So now, actually, not only do I have that love and that understanding, I even also have aspirations to run for city council one day, such like yourself, so that I can also impact and influence it, to be sensitive to the understanding of how it impacts people such as myself. So speaking as of now, I'm an avid volunteer. I donate regularly, and I advocate for people like myself to protect and promote the funding for inclusive, sustainable, and attainable affordable housing. So looking at my community, or people like me, I just want to say there's so many people like me who, my time.
30 seconds.
There's so many people like me who possess a passion and the grit and the wanting to do better, and all they're lacking is the opportunity. So when you think about affordable housing, I just hope you think about me.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
And by the way, ma'am, Miss Candice, I believe I was at your home opening near Busch Gardens. I remember that. Yeah, I remember. I was going to say, yeah. That's funny. Small world.